we're shifting us off the track, baby.
In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. Through city streets and temples high, find your story beneath the sky. Waves scratch, pumping out your sense, harmony flows to the best of lands. With the neon glow, where respect, the culture rich, where we sense even more no grace. We'll dance the night with every star, a guiding light. In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. The cherry lanes and soaring heights, find your magic near the moonlit nights.
Hello. Alrighty, we always have some sort of problematic things going on, but this is where we ended up on our last episode. Was down here into San Francisco. We need to now. Let's go down to Convoy. Not Convoy. Jobs, sorry. External contracts. And San Francisco. Alright, we got ourselves our connection. Right now we're just staying in most of California because we've got a lot of updates, major things going on around here today. The biggest one, we'll get into talking about some of the things that are not listed on this title, is the big is we have a big thing for democracy right now. You know, not the one that actually protected LGBTQ, but more or less, we're gonna talk about the Epstein files. We're gonna just briefly on it. I'm not gonna go like too consistent, but then we're gonna talk about the big Valve hardware that just literally a whole bunch of hardware that just got released. Um, and we'll get into a little bit of some extra um, LGBTQ stuff, mainly pertaining to Tennessee, um, and things that are necessarily um, yeah, we're gonna wait. Um, and we've got a lot of things going in ahead of us. Um, and for a lot of you, um, we're finishing the Halloween event. Um, for for it, I have told you repeatedly that I did remove the real companies out of here. And there's a reason for it. I just don't really think we should really be utilizing real companies when half of the time I'm delivering to companies I will never support. Um, and really, to be honest, um, um, so that's the biggest one that we have going in for us on this issue. Um, and can Microsoft really come back from Valve? Can really Valve absolutely right now? Um, I don't think so. I don't think that we're gonna have anything for Valve to really Microsoft to really come back from a lot of the stuff that they're doing. Um, and it's gonna take them a lot for me to really give them a higher praise for their. It's gonna have to give them a higher praise on a lot of things before um they have to get a lot of trust back before I can even say that Xbox is gonna be something I can truly take into support for. There's a couple of games out there that I really will say, okay, yeah, but it's gonna take some time for Microsoft to come back and actually grace us with great hardware, um, and being able to become a great company. Company. Um, and it's gonna be taking a lot of time for it. And I'm gonna say this. Um, Microsoft has burned me way too many times for me to absolutely say, um, I want to stay with Microsoft. I want to stay with them. No, the thing is the biggest thing that I am gonna tell you is like, if I can absolutely figure out a way to um, multi-stream on Linux, um, without having to use Restream, because I don't want to be utilizing some other bull crap on a lot of on a lot of things. Um, and and that and that's just gonna it's gonna take a lot for Microsoft to really come back. Like I love to use AI. Not really. I rarely try to use little AI in my daily life as much as I can. Um, if I can't help it, I can't help it. Okay. There are some things where I will just potentially will sometimes go out of my way to use it if there's something I can't find. I start with start page first, and then I go to Google secondary if I can't find what I'm looking for. Um, um, so I will always tell you guys, like, I'm always gonna actively look for um, a lot of things when it comes to me trying to pick a thing. When I pick systems, like, I will tell you there's only going to be two systems that I will always actively that I always will keep my mind in. It's not that um um look, there's three things that I'm going to tell you that I'm going to actively, when I pick systems and I pick things, um I will always actively will be using PlayStation. I have pretty much own every PlayStation system in the home, um, except for the PS1. I don't have that available to me, but I do have um, um, but I do have a PlayStation. I have the PlayStation 2. I have the PlayStation 3. I have a PlayStation 4, and I have a PlayStation 5 in the home for game selections and game things. But I do not have, um, system-wise, I do not have a PlayStation 1. Um, and that's something that, uh, um, that is something that I will always will tell you guys that, um, for me, like, I have used to have an Xbox. I should have never gotten rid of it. Um, um, and that's the only system I should have never gotten rid of, to be honest. The OG Xbox is the only system, like the OG Xbox and the Xbox 360 are the only two Xbox systems I will ever keep in my whole thing, because, like, why, like, what did I hit that what did I hit that gave me a 30% damage? Yay, much better. That there's a lot of things that will take into a lot of consideration that um what I always will tell you is like the Steam machine um and the Steam products are just so um really interesting and really nice to see that, you know, that we've got a lot of content out there um, to really help us improve on technology, to really say, look, um, um, look, there's really um, a lot of good things. Like, yeah, it's gonna say if it's Steam Deck verified, it's most likely going to be Steam Machine verified too. I'm just gonna be frank with you right there that if it's verifiable by Valve through the Steam OS, it's still gonna be verifiable through they should just really say it's verifiable via Steam OS. Um because I am pretty darn sure that I directly use um, this as my as I use bazzite as my main distro, but I'm pretty sure like as long as it's Linux verified, which is pretty much Proton or anything, or anything like similar to it, then it's just fantastic that we're going to be able to get the Steam machine again. That we're going to be able to purchase a direct box from Valve. That a lot of people are still going to be hesitant whether or not they should go out and buy a computer. Like if you have a computer lying around now that's running AMD or Intel, you're most if you're running around with AMD, you're most likely going to be happy camper. You're going to be able to run Linux well great into it. Now that doesn't mean that um now I have no idea if I see cars coming from that side, then we know that we're in a good shape. But yeah, I'm trying to see cars coming. Okay, we're in good shape. A lot of things with this Steam machine is basically it's pretty much an AMD build computer. And it's going to be really going toe to toe with the with Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, the PC landscape, to be honest, like, it's gonna take a lot of time for a lot of people to say, you know, like, I love Linux. I love using Linux. Linux actually, like, I'm not a big huge graphic buff like a lot of people think. I think that it's like it's this greatest thing that you should always have graphics. No, I'm sitting here playing an old 2010, 2030, an old game from like early 2010s. You know, an old game. That is pretty much actively a game that, this game is not graphically great, but that doesn't bother me. Yep. I probably could have taken that way. But wait a minute. I could have probably gotten off and rotated around like that. But guess what? That damage that I receive based on um there's a reason why I don't actively like doing the World of Truck stuff. Just because I can get around and doing some things. But anyway, but there is this actively thing that I really like to take into consideration when I pick a game or play a game, or I pick a dedicated place to where I'm going to play my games. Like 9 times out of 10, I don't really go out and buy games off of Epic. The only thing I do is Fortnite, and that's it. Or I have bought one, maybe a handful of games there, but only because I bought Ticket to Ride through Epic Games, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't think I'm really going to play. To be honest, there's only about two things that I really look into my life that I really want to get in my life. Is I just want to be able to get a there's only about 3 things that I want to get in my life that, that if I had the money right now, I'd go and the funds, I would go out and buy a Steam Deck immediately. Like I am actively willing to go out of my way to buy one of these things. Why? Because I can modify, like, mods, absolutely right off the bat. I can modify the game, can do it through that. I can probably get a lot of things, a lot of life out of a Steam Deck compared to any of these other systems. Like, I can modify games that I can't be able to do on a PlayStation, that I cannot be able to do on an Xbox, or even for that matter Nintendo. Like, Nintendo's really going to be held handy when it comes to their systems. It comes to the same thing with Microsoft and Nintendo and Sony, where but Valve is like, okay, we'll give you the full reins to the system. We'll just provide you the OS, and you can go out and modify the game. I can tell you that you can probably sit here and be able to modify a Euro truck or American truck to be able to play games on it. Like, the amount of stuff that you can do with with this kind of setup, it is fantastic. It's fantastic to see that we're able to find ways to, you know, get better, get more quality content. And it's, look, the system itself is a GameCube system. It is literally all it now needs, like, for it to be. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure we could probably um get a thing on um somebody could probably 3D print a um a uh a thing on the front, can 3D print a handle to make it basically like a system that you can carry, like the GameCube. Like, I am seriously, that's like something that could be done with this that would be heavenly. That I absolutely love the way that the system looks. I am absolutely flippantastic with this. I'm just like, and this gives you, they even give you a Steam controller that absolutely is like heaven as well. And, and I'm like, like, this is one of those things where I absolutely sit there and I'm saying, wow. Just wow for it. And it's just wow to see that we have some competition within the space. Like, I love the competition. I love that we have all of this availability for a lot of our creativity, a lot of our enjoyment. That, I love, like, there's like the thing that I've been playing recently, um outside of outside of Euro Truck, an American truck right now is City Skylines, and I'm actually getting back into it where I'm kind of like, um, where I've been playing a lot of, um, I'm hopeful that I don't need to go to the right up here, just because I feel like in typical North American fashion, we are gonna have to actually, fantastic work. This is fantastic. I am kind of somebody that I think I would. Um, um, okay. Hey, it's the next one that we get to go around to the other end of things, but um, like I don't know why that there isn't a stoplight here, to be honest. I know what I'm doing. Yep. But I will say, like, there's a lot of this thing with the competition is really absolutely needed in the gaming industry. Like, there's hardly a lot of content with a lot of games. Um, like, there's hardly any competition. Within the first-person shooter space, like yeah, it's there, but it's like like there isn't a lot of people outsmarting Call of Duty. Like the only other person that's out there that's kind of trying to compete is Battlefield, and even then, it's like I am kind of burnt. I think I'm starting to feel like I'm going to get burnt out a little bit sometimes with the Call of Duty or playing a shooter style game anyway. Like I just want to start feeling like I want to play something else, and luckily there's a few games out there that are like that I can, and I'm sitting um, here and enjoying a lot of the space for um, driving. I love driving in a game like this. I love driving across multiple ways of doing things, and I'm absolutely floored with a lot of these games and a lot of these absolute um, support for a lot of game companies out there that I just really support more than I support others. And to be honest, Valve is the one that I will support more than I will support any other game company out there right now. I will tell you, I will stand here and I will say I will support SCS before I support a lot of these other games companies. I'll support like games that are absolutely worth my time. Um and worth it for me to absolutely go in and and do it. It's like, I'm gonna tell you, it's like, I am probably gonna tell you that I have played multiple um is that like a secret passageway? Like, is this like a secret? Anyway, um, anyway, um, there's a lot of times where I look at the climate of video games and the things that are just out there that are just starting to become more of a cash grab, and I have them, like, even if I had the money, I'd still probably would spend. I'm starting to realize that I need to be more proactive in spending less money, like on Call of Duty, spending less money on Fortnite, spending a lot less money on these games, because what's the point in buying a skin that you know that's out there? It's like, I kind of realize, like, am I really going to use that skin a lot? Am I really going to absolutely use it to on a daily basis? Probably not. Like, if I can say that, okay, am I going to use this skin on a regular basis? Am I going to use it or is it just going to sit on the sidelines and I'm never going to use it except for maybe a handful of matches or whatever? Then I kind of really don't. Um, kind of feel like I don't want to buy that skin, to be honest. And I've kind of starting to learn a little bit on that. Buying skins is not worth it, to be honest. Like, unless, like, I've realized that I'm not going to be using sidekicks in Fortnite, because sidekicks are not worth it. Like, if they were um able to be cheaper than a character, then I would say, okay, if a character is worth 1,500 for a character, a sidekick should not be worth more than 1,000. To be honest, it should be less than what a typical character should be, and I shouldn't. And I shouldn't have to spend thousands of dollars on a game that's kind of just cosmetic stuff and stuff that's not really, like, I could have easily, probably, if I hadn't spent a lot on back in the, I should have been. I'm gonna be more proactive about it. There is one thing that I really am trying to push myself to looking for a job. I really do. So that I can at least get the DLC for American Truck, so I can get all of this, and spend my money on useful things like this. Like, I'm going to sit here and I'll tell you, I would love to travel down here. I would mainly love to travel in those areas, but it's like, those are the things that I would spend my money on. You know, we got Surviving Mars out right now. a Surviving Mars update to it, and I can't get access to it because I'm not gonna sit here and spend $20 that I'm waiting to save um for your truck right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. Is Your Truck is one game that I really want to get into, really want to own everything for it, because I am absolutely floored with Europe with Euro Truck. Like, I am absolutely am in love with this game more than any other games. I will tell you, it's it's more gets me the chance to sit here and talk and chat with you than it is for it. And I am actively will tell you that um if you are absolute thanks Cow Truck 7 for joining the TikTok live, by the way. um I absolutely here to tell you that this is the thing where I look into a lot of games that if a game sits here where I can enjoy myself, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy it. Um, and anybody who wants to support me in this endeavor, it's easy to do so. Um, all you really have to do is hit that subscribe here on YouTube. It's greatly appreciated to do that. And also making sure you guys are followed on my other two platforms that I'm live streaming on. Um, yeah, I'm gonna. We're at Milk and Ave, to be honest. But um, there's always gonna be this decision that I have to choose to spend my money where I want to spend my money wisely, and I don't I don't want to sit here and spend um a money on not on spending pay to win. Oh, fruit. You know what? We'll just go. We'll just go. I don't care right now. We crossed the line anyways. It's like, what not? Why not? Yeah. But I try not to. I'm trying to I just tend to be a little bit more speedy. Um but a lot of things that I like about utilizing different ways of video games and playing different way on on these places is that I choose not to spend everywhere on um confirm location. Alright. Hold on, guys. We're gonna do a thing real quick. Because we did this, I'm gonna open up the... Actually, hold on. I'm gonna open up our events page. It's gonna ask me to sign in, but I'm going to close this for a second, so that you guys can't see me logging in or anything. Let me also mute my mic too. Alrighty, we're back. This allows for me to and now we have catalog truck upgrades. Okay. Have it load the Steam inventory items. The roof light 6X is there for that. Let's do this small. Nope. Um lights. Um, it's got bars, door handles. Our beacon. Just wanting to see. Nothing there. Okay, let's go down here. The International Lone Star. Yeah, I found out that I don't want to put the sensor on. So if I wanted to, I can grab the other one. I just don't put the sensor on it. Hey, let me see. It's just DLC. Which is Compass and Black Cat. Cause I thought you could put like a... We're gonna disable all and then just do Steam content. And we got the Black Cat there. And we got the Witch's Compass. Okay. Okay, standard lights. Okay. Well, let's get ourselves out of here. I was thinking you could go... Yeah, we found the horn adapter, so I want to try this thing out. We have the money. And then we'll get off for the day. So we'll see how far we go from here. Can't go to the right, can't go forward. I pretty much only got like 3 items. So it's like, it's still worth it to... to see how the horn adapter is set up. I just wanted to see that that's what the horns sound like now. We'll see what they change here in a few minutes. Because if we got that horn that sounds like that, we have Halloween. We can create a Halloween truck for next for Halloween. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry about that. I absolutely wonder why we can't go straight that way. We'll see how this works for a horn setup. Works. Let's go down here. And we'll go up here. We'll have the horn adapter. And we'll see how this works. Nice. Bones. And we also got the All Hallows Eve as well. No. we're gonna clear the entire order on this. Gonna place them all on that. We'll create a Halloween one for Halloween kind of thing. But for now, our horn adapter. I want to see what the legacy sounds like as well. Okay, we'll leave it on legacy. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to services. We're going to go look for used international. Okay, we got the International Lone Star Day Cab. Is what we've got. So we're going to go to truck. But we don't have to. We can always Truck Explorer. I want to make sure that we get that available with the International Lone Star, because I like this truck as well. The All Hallows Eve. We'll go with the higher. We'll go with the high-rise sleeper there. The high cabin high-rise there. We don't. It looks like flares, but so no, this one can't do it. How about we go to Truck Explorer? How about the other International, the International LT? Standard sun shield. No. Double. Um, so if we go with the Skyline Sleeper, I just don't know. Like, I just don't get where the horn adapter is, to be honest, on this truck. Like, I understand this one has the international, here has it, but we're gonna change a couple of things, but we're gonna mainly go over here. Here, we're gonna take, and I'm going to just save that color. Save that color there, and then just to see how that looks. I also got the Vector Vista. No. Set you to default. We'll save you. I want to see if we can go opposite. Paint you in that color. Then I don't see where oh, I do see a little bit. I see that. That's got the skull and bones. I want to see what it would that's just the chrome styled color. Color on it, so no. I'm just seeing if there is. I'm starting to kind of get tired of the Adastera. Apollo, we got the Beyond the Rim. Space Shuttle, All Hallows Eve, Deco vibes. This one gets the Manhattan skyline. I'll maybe see if we got any other Infinity, not gonna use that one. The other one here is this Victor Vista. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put where I think, or we go pink here and then we go white there for it. And then I also going to put the blue, going to somewhat put that like that. I don't know. That's also another color that we could go with. What's the other? Let's go back here. I'm going to save that color. I'm going to save that color, and we're going to come down here. I'm going to go to the Victor Vista. We're going to apply that purple to it. And wherever we'll apply the darker we'll apply a little bit of a darker color, or we can. I want to do another thing. We're gonna go check my web browser. We're gonna say I want to do. I'm not using it in the. I wanted to check. There was a color I like. Um. Um. I always like to look at the flag color codes. Because I want to look for this light blue color. We're gonna take and we're gonna apply that. No. Oh wait, I don't think I saved. Hold on. Control C. Really? Control C. We could do the C RGB style as well. Because it'll be a lot quicker. 93. 93. 206. 206. And then 250. So it's actually already there for the light blue. Okay. Then oh wait, no, hold on. No, it's a different okay, so then we're going to take the other one here, which is the light pink color. Whoops. 245. 169, 184. 184 and 269, right? No, 169. And then we can full white. I think what we do is we go with the full pink, and then we take and we go with a white. Or do we go full? And then okay. Go white there. And then we can just go on a trying to figure out which seems okay, so that's all gonna be white for there. Let's go over here. I want to try something. We're gonna keep that there. Put that into pink. Put that into blue. And put that into pink. And then put this and leave it, set it to white. Or actually, let's do pink there. And then we'll go with full-on white on both of those. That looks nice. There's there. We also got this one that I'm going to basically put you into light blue, put you into pink, and then put you into white. Or I actually think we go white, pink there, and we go white. We could go with a black color there as well. So here's what I'm gonna save that color as a preset. That looks nice as well. We got the Western Tour that I'm gonna start with that and then go work our way towards white. Not really. Or pink. Go with our blue and then go with our pinstripe white. We've also got this white. I'll go with our pink. And then I think we can also go with that there, but I think maybe what we do is we go with pink, then we'll go put white, then we'll go with blue there, but then we'll put in white on that. That actually looks nice. This is nice for it. Pink, blue, and then a lighter, even a darker white. I think we could go with white there and then go with blue there. That could be, let's swap the blues and the pinks to see. Nah, Um, we got flag colors, which, to be honest, not gonna use the flag colors. The groovy camo, pretty much, if we followed that, nothing's really, I don't like that. Calamity's aim. Oh, last right, 6 gun. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. No, that's not there. Curricular, giant leap, space shuttle. Let's see what the deco vibes is gonna provide. We go with this. Not gonna do that one. Got Dragonfire, Dragonfight, Hellrider, Dusktail, Manhattan Skyline. Let's go with the Insight. Or we go I think we do this. That's still not nah. Union. Pink. With blue. White. We could do something like that, but not really. Let's see what the cold fusion will look like if we start with pink. Yep, that's fine. With blue, darker pink, and then we go with white. I think we'll go with white there. Nope, cold fusion. Go with that. Looks nice. What if we did it would become like a 3-striped vehicle there. Flare, Rush. I'm wanting to see Serenity, Aurora. Cause this is the only other one that I would this is the only other one that I would go, and would go with a pink, go with a blue, and then we put the white as the accent on it, and I really like that. And it is, to be honest, it's 25, compared to that being 23. Now we've also got divided, which we can go pink for the top. Which just fits with the trans theme, anywho. But I don't think I really want to do divided either. We also could do we got also the Age of Steam. So we go with pink, and add the blue, and then add like a tinge of white. But I think we go with the pinstripe, because I'm starting to get bored of the same old colors that we're used to utilizing. That's a decent one. Let me go quickly. We're gonna do one thing. View the full list. West. Okay, so it's only the sports, the Valentine's pack, that, and the Christmas one, and the pink ribbon. There is not a lot to pick for. But glass could, yeah, so there is that. There isn't a lot. Alright. I am thinking we could also do infinity. And technically, we could do infinity, and then what we do is, I didn't see this, we can go with a pink, and then we can go with our red being our blue, or we can make it so that this can be blue. Then that can be white. And it would still be that, or we could put you pink, then you white, but that doesn't seem right anyway. That could work. But I really... No, hold on. That could work too. We could do this blue and then change that to white. That could work. And it's a little bit cheaper. I did not check the Aurora has 4 colors. Let's see, so that's gonna be pink. That's gonna be blue. And then we can set that to be that there. I'm checking a couple others. So I got pink there. Go blue. And then we can go white. Just makes it a look looks there. Let me check. The other one is the Rush. Go pink. We go full on white. Add the blue. Well, so far I'm really liking this one. So let's do this. And then we'll throw in our 2 white. I could also do this. I want to try, maybe we swap the blue and the pink and see how that looks. Maybe we go more white. Or we go blue and then pink. So far I'm really thinking we go the other way. Alright, we'll stick with this and then we'll get off for the day. We could just not even do this at all. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with what we've got. But anyways, guys, if you haven't seen the Steam hardware, I did talk about it early. I'm really happy for it. Mostly, I didn't talk about a lot about the Steam frame. It's basically like a VR headset, but only mobile, I guess. But there's a lot of things out there, guys, that if you haven't seen all the details, there's plenty of people out there talking about it. I'm happy. I'm glad that there is something going on, that they're willing to create a lot of things for us in that regard. So, anyway, we will catch you guys tomorrow for some Fortnite, because we got our event done here. We don't have to focus on any more of our events. In trying to get things done. So, anyway, let's save our game, guys. Today is the 13th, is the 12th. Nope, it's live. It's live 11, 12, 2025. Alright. Alright, guys. We will catch you guys later. Make sure you guys are followed, subscribed. Hit that bell notification if you're watching on YouTube, because you'll get notified when I do go live. And when I upload other content, we do City Skylines. We're doing Euro Truck and American Truck on this channel. Tomorrow's going to be Fortnite. But then on, the 14th, I will do, on the 14th in the afternoon, we'll jump into some Euro Truck. So if you guys want to see content from me, it's always greatly appreciated that you guys do follow, subscribe. It's all free to do so unless you're on Trovo. Trovo's the only place you have to pay to subscribe. So anyway, you do get to watch past live streams as well, and we'll catch you guys later.